Kenny, thank you so much for joining today. Very excited to get talking with you. You've been a partner with us for a good minute now, and so excited to get your perspective on a lot of different takes here that have been working with Uplink, what you got going on your side. And to get things rolling, Kenny, you mind just giving a little introduction about who you are, what your business is on your end?
Yeah. Hey, Ethan, thanks for having me on, the opportunity to share with you guys what my experience has been like with Uplink, both as a personal user for my business and then also, in a partnership that we've been able to strategically put together to help my CFO clients be better equipped to run their day-to-day operations by having the support of your bookkeeping and your tax team coming alongside of myself and my clients it's been great. 5 stars coming from me is what I would say. You guys aren't paying me to say that to you at this point as a user and my firm doing it. Now I know in complete transparency, yes, you partner with folks like myself to help our clients better. And that's a great thing too. People in my space should be taking a look at and having those conversations with you. So I've been extremely happy and my clients have been extremely happy with what you guys have provided in professional bookkeeping, accounting, and tax. So my
Good to
background,
hear it.
Ethan, is that of a financial professional going back 31 years now. And I'm literally 31 years into this, and I'm driving cross country with one of my employees sitting over here. We're going from Virginia Beach to Las Vegas to open another financial office. And I'm still grinding, right? I'm still doing it. I got a team back in Virginia Beach working, meeting with clients today. But, as a business owner, you got to be willing sometimes to get down in the trenches and, still roll up your sleeves and grow your business. So we had some little mix ups with a transportation company. And here I am driving my Mercedes with a U-Haul trailer. I'm going to interview with you today. And you know what? It's in the Marine Corps, we call that be semper flexible, always flexible. And so, um, my background of being a financial advisor, financial planner for 31 years, about 10 years ago, I got into the advice space as a outsourced chief financial officer for small businesses from about 0 to 25 million in revenue. And the piece that was missing for me, Ethan, was really having a really good, dependable accounting team. I used to have it in office, and that just became a little overwhelming. And so I decided to start outsourcing and found you guys, found your CEO, Alex, and started talking and found out that there was an opportunity to work with you guys. And that's been a great relationship and a great add on to my business and what we do to help our clients move from where they are to where they want to be in their business and financial lives.
Just to kind of piggyback on that, I mean, you'd said that you had an accounting team in-house for a while and that wasn't quite working and you ended up partnering with us. Now, the key question that I really want to ask about that is we're a little different than most accounting companies or firms or bookkeeping firms, right? We're an AI-based company. And so when you were scoping out different partners in this area, what was it about that fact that kind of drew you in? That knowing that we were an AI based, was that a positive in the light? Was it a negative that needed to get overcome? What did it look like from the approach on your side?
For me, Ethan, we had started using AI in our own firm from our note taking to systematizing some of our deliverables for our financial planning side of our firm. And so I was really comfortable with the AI piece. And when I saw an ad you guys had produced online of how you're using AI in accounting to help the bookkeeper and accountant become more efficient with reconciliation, it resonated for me. And I was like, this is obviously how AI can be a massive game changer. Because what I saw in my firm is that was always the issue, is that having enough junior accountants to be able to do the heavy lifting, especially in the space of like just plain old reconciliation. It made a lot of sense that you guys were building technology that way. And I've seen it work firsthand and how it saves time, not only for you guys, but also for me as the end user. So I embrace it. I think AI is here to stay. I think AI in accounting is here to stay. And it's only going to get better as you guys are experiencing within your firm. It's going to learn faster. And so I think it's a necessity. and would highly encourage anyone who's considering looking at maybe making some changes to look at Uplink and what you guys bring as a value add to the table in efficiencies. And the other thing I will say that really encouraged me is I work with a lot of defense contractors. And in the defense space, it's important that your accounting team is not outsourced overseas. Still to this day, I think it's true, Ethan, that Uplink is still US based, US accountants, and
100%.
stays within
Yep.
the borders. So that's a huge plus in my space and the clients that I work with. So that's another thing that drew me to Uplink as a strategic partner.
Definitely. No, and that's something that from our side, we decided very early on that we wanted to be proud to be only in US based areas just because of those reasons that we've seen the negatives of people offshoring their bookkeeping to different countries, different areas that the communication just isn't quite as solid. I mean, we can see a lot of price advantages when you go overseas, but the quality just it still doesn't exist there. And that kind of brings me to my next point, Kenny, is you'd mentioned that you're a end user of our product, right? It's not just about the business owner itself, that you in the CFO world are also an end user. And so when it comes to presenting the financials to you and getting them accurate and all those different pieces that kind of come along with the bookkeeping piece, what does it mean that you are able to receive actually verified, accurate financials in a timely manner at the end of a month that then you can go take reporting on? How much does that change your relationship with your own clients on your side?
What it's huge because again, the time and how that's cut down gives us the ability to act faster. And speed to market today is probably the most important thing for a small business. Is how quickly can you maneuver? How quickly can you turn? I'm a prior military guy, prior Marine, so thinking in terms of you know being able to be nimble enough to make change and kind of the concept of turning the battleship with Uplink and with the tech and the AI, the ability to, let me just put it this way. Most people that I see, Ethan, in my space, a lot of times when they onboard, small businesses are notorious for having a mess of books, right? They're usually 3, 4, 5 months behind if I'm being kind, sometimes more. And that's because the business owner is so focused on, forward trajectory and growth that the last thing they want to do, as kind of the shoe cobbler effect, is work inside their books. They know their business, they know their business model, but the heavy lifting of getting caught in the minutia of the financials, most small time CEOs, presidents don't want to get caught in that. So that really helps me. Uplink helps me help my client see those financials much faster. And if we see some problems, we can address those much faster.
Definitely.
And so huge, huge benefit for being able to come help bring clients' product to market faster and to catch issues and problems faster than normal than if you were just using a traditional QuickBooks model. And having that dedicated onboarding specialist that you guys do, and then a turnover to your dedicated bookkeeper, that's huge. And my clients love it, and I love it.
Those are all the things that we strive for on that side, and especially when it comes to that onboarding ease that when we pull clients through there's a lot of work to get done that we need to not only train the AI system on what their situation is, but we need to really get a good account of where things are. And that's always one of the pieces where a little bit of hand holding right there, that's where the AI isn't everything, right? You still have to have that human capital, be able to help people find documents, work through problems, right? All those pieces. And then when it actually ends up coming to you on your side, you still get that human capital where it's okay, now let's sit down and plan, but that AI efficiency where it's we have the stuff to plan from, right?
It's wonderful. And I think the human approach still is necessary in the world that we live in. And you guys have done a really great job with the interaction of human beings with your AI technology, that even all the way down to turnover. So when a person first onboards with you, having that dedicated onboarding specialist and bookkeeper, and then that seamless transition from the onboarding specialist to your dedicated care bookkeeper is fabulous. And I have nothing but 5 stars to give to Uplink across the board. And I'm not just saying that because I'm in a partnership with you. I'm saying that as an end user that my experience as a user of the system before I even presented it to my clients, super, super pleased with the relationship that I have as a company and personal user of the Uplink services.
Well, we always appreciate that. And if I could ask you one more question, kind of bounce off that, who would you recommend us to in terms of small business?
That's a great question, Ethan. I would say, just in my space, and only speaking from the space that I'm in, is that if you're a government contractor out there and you're maybe working for a prime vendor and it's important that your financials are going to be accurate, Uplink is a great source for you as a government contractor. I would also say that, if you're in some service business, you guys have been great with my service companies. I have a few companies that ranging from landscaping to catering that have nothing but good things to say. I have a drone company that you guys have done amazing work for, and I don't want to say their name, but it was a mess, and you guys helped clean that up in about 90 days, which was amazing. I thought it was going to take much longer. So I would say anybody from defense contractors to the trades, you guys shine. So keep up the good work.
Love to hear it. Well, Kenny, like I said, I much appreciate the time that you're able to take to jump on this. I know you're playing the small business owner role right now, driving cross country to get the other office set up. And so appreciate you taking the time and jumping on and to chat with me here, and definitely enjoy the partnership that we've been able to build and look forward to what the future holds for both organizations on our side. And thank you very much.
Yeah, Ethan, thank you. Thanks for reaching out. Happy to have this conversation with you. Alex and the team, I said hello.